Let me tell y'all why I had to share that corny ass countdown video. Well, apparently Angie Stone and what's that other mammy name? India Arie didn't like the fact that I dragged their goddamn music. Okay, so I said, fuck it, let's just count it down, and we still gonna drag them. Consider yourself dragged, bitch. But anyways, I can't stand mammies. They something else. The reason that we are here tonight is because I've seen some disgusting stuff in my inbox. It's a very short video. It's 1 minute long of the thirst being so real that I almost got thirsty. Apparently there's some dating show that comes on one of these streaming services. And the black men on there literally tell you without stuttering that they not fucking with y'all. Then you go to the next clip. What do you think the black women were saying over there? Let's go.
Setting my sights on the Olympics. Pay attention to him, specifically what she says about black men when it comes to who they choose to marry. Just wait. And told that I needed a bone marrow transplant to save my life. It changed the way I saw people, and it changed the way I saw myself and my reason for being. Okay. Does present us with watch this because of his deal breaker around Caucasian women. Many of our African American men have no interest in marrying an African American woman. I've never dated an African American woman. I would prefer the person that I'm going to be for the rest of my life to not be my own race. Wow. I pretty much just date outside of my race. Wow. Many of our African American women want husbands. Am I right? Chocolate. But yeah, black women. I prefer a black man. Black men. They are ambitious. They are.
Did y'all see that disgusting shit? Made my stomach turn. Every single show that I've ever seen that was dating oriented, the black men have no problem getting on, telling everybody that has a set of ears and some that don't have a set of ears, if they can read lips, that they not checking for you. I'd rather marry outside my race. I only get along with women that are outside of my race. But as soon as you ask us what we want, we start talking about them. And I want to know why. Tonight is going to be you guys' show. This ain't my show. This y'all shit. So I'm putting the link in the description box. I'm sorry, in the chat room. And I want you to get your ass up here. If you feel some type of way about what they said, or you don't give a shit about what they said, or that's what made you open up your options. Okay? My position is divest from all of them. Not just some, all of them. Every single last one of them, including the quote-unquote good ones. Okay? That's my position on it. That has always been my position on it, and it has gotten me put out of a lot of circles because it was too, for, sake of sounding corny, zealot. It was too zealot. It was too extreme. It's too militant. But when you have a black woman saying all she dates is black men, nobody ever calls that extreme, militant, or what have you. And I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on it. Because I can't tell you how many circles I've gotten put out of because of my views on them. Okay? So let's see what you guys got to say up in this chat room. I didn't get to interact with y'all much last time, so I'm going to go through it now. Hey, Tammy. Hey, I said what I said. JG Music is here. Queen of Sheba is here. The Atkins Bar is here. Holland Lord Goddess is here. Shay F. Marie. Hey, Hope Springs. Nubia always on the set. Okay. Oh, I love you too. Triniana. Is that how you say that? Hey, Nisha. Greetings to you too, baby girl. Love the pic. Helen Meck. Goody. Hey, girl. But I want to tell y'all, I know that I'm extreme. Hey, Lady Armand. I know that I'm extreme, and I don't expect for you guys to take on my talking points, but my talking points are none of them. I don't give a fuck where he graduated from. I don't give a fuck if he pulling out chairs. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Hey, Dolce Vita. Aaron Sylvia. I don't care who he is. if he's a king, it would behoove you to keep your ass away from him, because all it takes is one disagreement, and that's your whole ass. Ask me how I know. Hey D, Hinset S, Almas B, always in the chat. Love it. Fatima is Bay. Armenti the writer media. I think I've seen you somewhere before. Not sure, but it looks kind of familiar. Atia, Melinda, 1973. I said D already. Hey, Aisha B. Did Lady Armand. Mommy has tattoos. Go ahead, Mommy. Get them tattoos, lady. Y'all in here thick tonight. But what do you guys think about? It's sort of prejudice. A lot of people have told me. But if you're looking for apples, right? And there's a bucket of apples that has a lot of spoiled ones in there, but also has a couple good ones in there, versus the other bucket, it has a lot of good ones in there and a couple spoiled ones in there. I think that you should probably start with the bucket that has the better options, if you get what I'm saying. Have you seen the wannabe Derek Jackson? Are you talking about the guy that's on the profile pic on my Facebook page? That person, that pandering person that's having to dodge coochie from off the internet because he said something nice to black women? Yeah, I saw him. Not checking for him. Let's see. We have to be prejudiced or get fucked up. It is what it is. Miles, I'm getting ready to let you in here, honey. Greetings, doll. What do you think about what I've said so far? Do you think I'm too extreme? You there?
Hello, lovely. I've been on a rant for most of the day. When I saw the horrible news about that young lady that got bit in the head in New York and the other lady that got killed in front of a liquor store in New Jersey. I mean, it's really, why are black women still pandering for these men and try? All right, you can't force somebody to like you. If they don't want to be with you, charge it to the game of life and keep freaking moving. If the man doesn't like you, if he tells you straight up, I don't like black girls. I don't like black girls. I've had men tell me that in my life, and I've said, okay, thank you very much. So how many women have to get killed, bitten in the eye, roughed up, battered before you get the memo that if they don't like you, why are you trying to force yourself to have someone like you?
It will never be enough incident for them to.
Stockholm syndrome?
There will never be enough incidents where women are hurt.
I mean, it's just weird to me.
Yeah, I agree, and it's very frustrating.
It's weird to me because it's like, you tell me one time, I'm done. I'm done. You tell me one time, I don't like black girls. I don't want to be bothered with you. I never want to date you. I don't find you attractive. All right, great, thanks. Nice knowing you, bloke. We can move on, mate. We can move on to the next, onward and upward, as some of the divested crew like to say. Just move on and go on about your life. But you're sticking here, begging, pleading, ashes, sackcloth, having think tanks and think pages and panels, trying to get these men to like you, and they don't give a bloody about you, and you're still trying to pander to these men. What the hell is wrong with these? What kind of Stockholm syndrome do they have?
I think it's beyond Stockholm syndrome at this point. The thing is, we're walking into the area of mental illness.
I don't.
You going in and out, babe?
Yeah, it's just weird to me. Look, if you want to date black men, date the option for you. Oh, I'm saying if you want to, I'm sorry, hiding from the kids. If you want to date black men, fine, whatever. Date the best one for you. I'm not going to to vilify you or think you're pariah because you do it. I mean, we have to face it. Not everybody likes everything, but god damn it, at least if the guy doesn't want to be bothered with you, at least try your options. At least go see what's out there. Go get therapy. So if you do decide to date out, you're not bringing the bullshit that you had with Tyrone to Brad, because he doesn't deserve that either. And let's talk
Do you
about
see
this.
what Deja even said?
Therapy before.
I don't think she can hear me. Did you see what Deja Yvonne said?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, good. She said, I've been assaulted by two different black men.
I can hear you perfect.
Okay. Cursed at, followed in stores many times by black men. And guess what? The good black men never stopped to defend. That's what I'm talking about. See, they can understand that on the Black Lives Matter side.
Yeah,
if
but
they have a bad cop, if they have a bad cop, they think all cops are bad. You get what I'm saying? But they don't understand that on the flip side when it comes to black people.
Yeah, but you know. No, but you got to make all these damn disclaimers. Not all. It's enough where there's an issue. It's enough.
Fuck that. I don't make those disclaimers.
And nobody's doing anything about the problem. They'll just keep. We know that, but I'm just saying, for the crew that does, for the Mamas and the Dusties, they have to make all these disclaimers.
Right.
It's like they play hopscotch with disclaimers.
They do.
So
hey, Melinda.
I just pray for I just pray for all the black women to just protect yourselves. And if you see people in your life, whether if they're male or female, and they have that kind of attitude, you might want to think about distancing yourself from them, because these are the people that have set you up, bring you down.
I agree.
Not happy with your and so.
She dropped off. Hey, Melinda, go ahead. I'm listening to you, hon.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Hey, well, anyway, I just wanted to say I'm loving your show. Your platform is awesome. I'm holding back a big laugh because the first time I saw one of your videos, it was the Tyler Perry one, like what he sees and what we see. And it was hilarious. And again, I just wanted to say too, I think you said you're a nurse. I'm a nurse as well. Mm-hmm. But I wrote something down. I have to jot stuff down before I, because I'll miss it all. But today, I will go to the situation that happened with that young lady with her being bitten. I was on a bike trail today, and I noticed that my area is being gentrified. So they're laying out bike paths and trails and, really nice. And I noticed that in some of the areas, some of our people, because this was a predominantly Black area, I'm in Houston. And so even when you're riding, some people come out, put couches out. The men are sitting around while you're riding bikes, having to always say something to you. And then they'll say it to where you have to turn around like, what did you say? Just trying to get your attention. And I noticed that we don't get that anywhere else, with that kind of disrespect that these men feeling like they have the right to have access to you. And I noticed that's a big deal. And I've noticed this, for years, since, just from growing up and being, mostly all Black communities. But this young woman who was bitten like that, was she a nurse?
I'm not sure. They just said that she had gotten off of work, and someone sent that to me in my inbox almost as soon as it happened.
Okay.
So I did a little piece on it, and then the story just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Do you understand that that's no different than a pack of wild fucking wolves accosting you in goddamn forest, biting her eyeball out? Really?
And even it was just disgusting. And you know what? That even wolves would be kinder, because when wolves see something weaker than them, they have a decency just as a pack. They don't mess with it. So this is worse. This was just, it was so demonic. That's the only way I could put it. I mean, to approach her, she said no. And it was 3 of them, right?
It was 3 or 4.
I don't know, absolutely disgusting. But I just also wanted to say this. I'm sorry, y'all know I'm all over the place. I just got through riding a bike, so I'm winded and everything. But what I've noticed is that with you younger women, there is a big shift. I've listened to some of your channels. You all just aren't playing it anymore.
I'm
And
so proud of them.
yes, I am too. It's just like, it's refreshing. And because I had been listening to, I think I was introduced to CK's channel back in 2014. And then from what I've seen year after year after year, people really are waking up. And I think this shift, it has to be spiritual. Something's going on, but a lot is being exposed. And we're waking up to kind of the brainwashing that a lot of us, most of us had in the Black community. So I just want to say, they asked for it. This is what's happening. And it's not just us waking up, but I'm just looking at, when I see videos of other people and other women, maybe this has already been there, but it's just like now all of a sudden people are just exposing it. It's like maybe it's always been that, but now we're just seeing it. You know what I mean?
Those crime stats haven't gone up. They've remained steady throughout the decades. It's just now everybody has access to each other so that you can see it now. What's going on, Macy?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my days. I'm here with my mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hello.
Oh my days. So we're from London.
I hear it.
We were just hearing what you were saying, and it's really touching, and it's really sad to hear what's happening. Like how you were saying, we've been holding on to our Black men, but it's just so disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Yeah. You got to let that go, because they are literally trying to snatch off of you. They're trying to snatch off and you won't let go. And I'm here to tell you, you got to let go, or you pretty much going to end up in an abusive situation. Anybody that's being held, we're holding them for ransom. It's like, straighten up. Can you do right? You don't build nothing. Can you build something? They're not going to. The answer is no. You got your answer. They're not going to do that. So you have to let them go.
We have really, I mean, at the end of, we've tried everything, but you can see there's no light at the end of the tunnel.
Nope. Only death. Nope. Period.
Yeah, I've been through it, and my daughter is on her way. She's just very young anyway.
Yeah, because I'm 22, and I've got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. And my sister's a millennial. I'm generation, is it Z?
Yeah.
And my younger sister, she's turning 16. So she already knows how these men are. She's not about it. Neither am I. Neither is my older sister too. Because, they try and bring us back in. But we're like, nah, we're not about it no more.
I'm so glad that the 16-year-old is getting the game, because damn it, I'm in my 40s. If women my age got the game, everybody would be probably mixed race by now if they spit the game like this. Because I've never been in a situation relationship-wise with a Dusty. Yeah. But everybody that I went to school with, everybody that I know, they all have a story to tell. Everybody, and it's never good.
It's not good. I'm in my early 50s as well. So I've raised these girls, and I've seen it, in every angle. The abuse, the comments they make, constantly bringing you down, putting you down.
Yep.
And we are like, actually, we are the macho, we are the men. You are shouldering them in every way, and yet they bring you down. It's like they bite the fingers that feed them.
Yeah, always. They always have. Hey, Mommy has tattoos.
Hey, how you doing? I'm from California, and I'm from California, but I just moved to Texas because the cost of living out there is crazy, and I had to get away from all the violence, everything. I want something better for myself and my kids. But but on the topic, I've been thinking about all the politics that's going on lately, and I've been unmoved because not one of these politicians have anything in place for Black women and children being safe in the actual issues that we got going on. And then you got all these Black women They're caping for men to be released out of prison. They caping for men or the no frisk. You know, the no frisk thing, they just now let that go in New York over the summer. And how's that working out for us? And we being attacked in the streets. And y'all fighting for them to not be frisked. The stop and frisk thing they had in New York, they cut that out. Because black women fought for that.
In the place where black women was just cannibalized. That's cannibalism. He bit her several times. So what is the definition of cannibalism? He tried to get her eyeball out. And it sounds extreme, but that's actually what happened.
Right. And they try to say, because I actually started, I was kind of a social justice warrior. I mean, I have my pick-me days, I guess, but it wasn't always to the extreme. And I used to always talk about the white man being too mean to us and all that shit. But then I kind of had an awakening, I think, sometime last year. I think when Snoop Dogg attacked Gail, I don't even know who she was, but I was like, that's an older black lady. And y'all attacking her, y'all got all this beef with her. But what about the white man? Why ain't y'all going after them like that? And all because she asked a legitimate question. And then I had the males in my family was like, oh, any black woman that agrees with them, they need to be beat up. And I was like, I don't trust y'all. And it just started making me see, because I already came from a community where damn near every man in my family is pedophiles and rapists. So I see it firsthand. That's where I came from. And yet I was sitting here talking about the white man all day. And so it's now I try to, so since I shifted and I started talking about what's going on in the community, I done lost so many friends. I done lost so many, I've been attacked on social media. Oh, you making us look bad. You helping them win. You need to, what about the racism? What about the white man? What about the police brutality? Like, nigga, the police brutality is when you think about all like when you got George Floyd, and I seen the video, I was unmoved. He was a community terrorist, and you over here caping for all. Rashad Brooks was he beat on kids and women. An 8-year-old black girl was killed in his name. They killed a little 8-year-old black girl who made a wrong turn at a Black Lives Matter checkpoint. And ain't nobody said nothing.
Atlanta? I think that was Atlanta where that happened with the little girl.
Yep. Ain't nobody said nothing about it. And and I'm just I just started just seeing all this stuff for what it is, and it just disgusts me, and I'm just like, I'm done. Like I try to I don't even really cape. Like I don't have no cape. I just try to push Black women, wake up. Y'all need to get out of these unsafe neighborhoods. You need to start pushing, requesting policies for the safety of your communities. Because the men in the communities are not safe. They are terrorizing the communities. They're not gonna, like you said, they're not gonna build shit. They talk about, oh, the black man is the strongest of them all. Then how the fuck did everywhere around the world they conquer you? The Asian men, the Arabs, everybody. You don't own nothing. Like when are y'all gonna build something? When do y'all have Africa? They're not. Africa is the richest, has the richest. What is it called? Like soil and resources. They don't let everybody come in and take it. Everybody.
I'm from an African origin, so I know what you're trying to say. It's got the riches.
Everything.
Everything is there, but the way everyone is treated, the women are treated in the most like a doggy way. The men do not respect the women. The women work so hard for nothing. They take care of the whole family and everything.
Which country are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm from East Africa, Uganda.
Okay. So she got firsthand. A lot of people like to say we don't know what we're talking about, but we have somebody on the panel that witnessed it firsthand. So what do you have to say to her?
Firsthand, I've seen it all. I see like the way they like when the white man goes down there, and then the men are the ones taking everything, and the women are working hard, and no one cares about them. And there's still types of slavery which is happening as well. Down there, and no one is rated at all. And there's too much. All these wars are just caused by the same men who, you know, doing all that to the women and the leadership. You know,
the black men in charge aren't doing anything.
No,
they're the white man's puppet. We all know this. Like,
I honestly think that they can't. I think if they could, they would, but they can't. They don't have the intellectual fortitude, nor the organization, nor the willpower to get themselves from up under any oppression. So my thing is this: bye. Bye-bye, because in every war that's ever happened, the women and the resources go to the winners, and they are not the winners.
True.
Period.
Yeah, that's so true.
When I left Uganda, when the war was there, in the northern part, they were using women and children as human shields. The men were hiding, and and the women were being raped, you know, and they just take you. You look at the children in the northern part of Uganda, they were using child soldiers, and the women were taken, young girls as young as like 10 and 14 were distributed, like, you know, to be somebody's wife. There were kids who were abducted. They came back with children. The parents thought they were dead, and they've been like brainwashed young to kill, you know, use them. It is sad.
So painful.
With all that being said, Mom, you have to think about the mentality of a woman that will tell you, well, don't leave. Don't leave there. Stay here. Let's finish this out. You have to, I take it as a form of aggression. If you tell a black woman not to do better, because that's essentially what you're saying, then
they're telling you not to do better. Yeah. You're good for nothing is a waste educating girls. What for? What when they're gonna go away, and what's the point?
Right.
Yet they're the backbone of the community, you know.
It's happening all over the world. South American women have the same complaints that we do, that women from Africa do. And that brings me back to that point where you're supposed to find a black man from the diaspora. No.
They are the ones supposed to be like letting people like you in America to go back home, and there's land, there's space for everyone. So it should be a free choice that if you want to go and live there, but they're blocking all that instead of helping out. You know, to see it's so rich and diverse. There's so many things. I mean, the resources is just more than enough. It's just the greed and sellouts.
I have to applaud you, Mom. You are doing an awesome job with your girls. I mean, a round of applause for you, because people that are older in age, like myself, they don't teach the young girls the real game. They call it hate or self-hate or whatever. But your daughters are going to pan out so much better than the girls that don't know.
Oh yeah, they do know that, and they do say it every day. They say, "Mom, you've opened our eyes," because I do tell them how it was then and to appreciate even the things that they've received from this country, and their eyes are open and they really do see, and I don't hide it for them, and I don't pretend like not to forget where I came from. I just need to drum it to them so that they have a better life and a better future.
Because you have to know where you come from, innit? You can't just be out here being confused. So we're great. I'm grateful. My siblings are grateful that our mum listened. She really cared. She gave us that love. That's why we're normal.
Welcome in September. Welcome.
Hey y'all. Hey. Hey. Sis, I can't help myself. Whenever you go live, I just have to. I don't know, you bring it out of me, but
bring your ass up. I'm here for it.
I know. Kind of what I talked to you about this weekend, right? When I messaged you about that Naker who like robbed y'all, it's a story, who robbed not robbed, but he worked for Kroger, and he like returned all, like $1 million worth of products, right? Hey Lady Armand. Anyway, so what did I tell you in the message, sis? I was like, niggas so stupid. They can never get away with white collar crime. Notice that, y'all. They can never get away with white collar crime. Like embezzlement or fraud. They always get caught. They're so stupid.
They don't have the intellectual.
That's what I'm saying. They're so stupid, y'all. That's why when I see mammies like going so hard for them, I'm like, bitch, you was dumb as fuck. You doing all this for a dumbass nigga who probably don't have a GED, probably read on a 3rd grade level, probably got multiple baby mamas, probably since he was a kid. Girl, I will eat these niggas alive. I'm telling you, I have 2 brothers, lazy as fuck. One is almost girl, I be roasting shit out of them. I'm doing better than I'm a single mother. I'm a single mother. Like, and I'm doing better than my 20, he'll be 26 next month, 26-year-old brother. I roast the shit out of him. And then he got the nerve, he want to date white girls. Let they ass have you. Who wants your yes. Yeah, girl. Yes. I will roast the shit out of him.
Take them. I'll make you some lunch. Take them. Get them out of here.
Take them off of our hand. All the niggas in my family ain't shit. Cousins in and out of jail. You know what I'm saying? They all ain't shit. And it's a pattern. So when I see girls, oh, good black man and not all black men. No, bullshit. My child's father, he's Haitian. He ain't shit. Okay, because they all get an island man. They're not shit. I'm telling you, I've done the math. I've dated Black American. I've dated foreigners. They're not shit. What's not correlated?
There's a saying that all men have got the same mother and same father. They're all the same from all of them, all walks of life.
Exactly.
Well, like it's the same thing in my family. It's the same thing in my family. I came from an abusive home, and a really abusive home, and I escaped at 18, and my brothers and sisters had to be rescued like a week after I left. But I escaped and went to the Army. And while I was in the Army, instead of enjoying being in another country, enjoying food, enjoying my freedom, because I was literally treated like an animal for 14 years. And I was taking care of my family. And my brothers, who are physically fit, and my auntie, she was male identified. And so a lot of the abuse was towards me, the girls. Mm-hmm. And so she praised. She was a dark-skinned woman who she was a colorist, and she liked her light-skinned her biracial grandkids more than she liked us. And I'm not even really like, I don't consider, I'm more of like on the brown skin I guess category, I don't know, but it's still like she had a lot of self-hate and talk a lot about dark skinned women, and then she projected all that on us. So when you see us, the girls, we have scars, the boys don't. And so that's why I can't understand how my brothers, they not shit. Like I got a brother, he's a twin. He's physically fit, and he could have joined the Army. I've told him several times to join the Army. He don't do that, gets DUIs, felonies. I got another brother, he got a hell of kids. Wow. Like, why you keep having all these kids? And I told his girlfriend, stop having kids with my brother. Like, stop. Have you gotten birth control? No. And she's like, no, I'm already pregnant again. Like, what? How are you already pregnant again? And they got 5 kids that they can barely take care of. And I used to always give money, just give money, helping people rent, all that shit. I don't do that no more.
Yeah, I don't do that no more. I'm sorry, go ahead. I was just saying I was like that too with both of my brothers. My younger brother doesn't have any children, but he's lazy as hell. He got kicked out the Navy. How the fuck you get kicked out the Navy?
Oh wow.
Right. How you get kicked out the Navy?
Like, I blame my mama because she's a nanny. You know, my stepdad is emasculated by her. You know, it's just a stereotypical black family. She wears the pants. She the nigga, right?
Right. Exactly.
It's a stereotypical black family, but they dress up like in the suburbs, and you know they want to be the Cosbys, but they're like fake as hell. You know, my older brother basically live in the projects, roaches and shit. With him
on the other side of everybody's door in Blackistan, you'd be so surprised at what's going down on the other side of that door.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. And then they'd be like, it's the white man. It's not the white man, because I when I went home and I got off of active duty, and when I was looked at how the people who I was always giving money to who was living, I was like, damn, y'all don't want better for yourself? Like they still doing the same shit they was doing like when I left, literally getting in the same projects, catching felonies, doing all types of just weirdo. Like y'all are some weirdos. Like what you have the opportunities to do better, but you just don't. And then you complain about the white man keeping you down. Like my brother, I got a brother who literally complains about the white man keeping him down. Like the white man won't let me get an apartment. Like nigga, you can't get an apartment because you need to build your credit up. You need to do what I did.
Badass credit. Yeah, the same
Like,
thing.
Well, none of you guys' opinions mean anything if you sitting up here with a weave, according to Blackistan. If you got any hair pieces in, what y'all just said was bullshit.
Niggas mad because they want to get that fake frontal. That's all. Niggas want a fake frontal. I've seen the videos, y'all. Sis, you know I got you. I'll send you a video. Niggas is getting frontals now. Let's keep it 100. They be wearing hair.
Exactly.
They're just jealous. Because they just want the attention. They want to be women. It's so obvious. If they could put on, well, they can now. They put on makeup. They do the hair. They want to dress. They want to be women.
Right.
You see when they're on TikTok and they're mocking black women, you're like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? Dressing up, putting makeup, wigs.
Because they think that you have access to something that they don't. So they're operating like women. So if you get a Section 8 apartment, okay, they think that they should be able to get the same thing. But it's like, listen, y'all don't have kids that y'all give a fuck about.
Hello.
And we're getting this from Zaddy, honey. You can't be a princess with me.
Right.
You know,
right, but I got men in my family who get assistance. I got men in my family who get assistance, have gotten Section 8, like all that, and they still don't do nothing with it. They still, don't even know how to use the system properly. How do you not even know that? How you get kicked off? Like, how come you can't even put the weed down long enough? So, I don't want to cut my hair. I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to cut my dreads.
They're just mad at you. They're just mad at you for getting it. I
just want to say black men are a protected class. Whenever you say something about them, right? It was another group I'm in, Divested 101, I believe. A girl made a post today. She said that she was somewhere and this older white man said a black guy, he needs to put his mask up or something about his mask. The guy, of course, the nigga had to do the most. It's like if you say anything to them, the first thing they say, oh, you racist, they prejudiced. You can never call them out. Pull up your pants. No, that's racist. Cut your hair. That's racist. Take care of your kids. That's racist. That's white supremacy. They can flush the toilet. Wash your hands. That's racist. It's bullshit. I'm so fucking sick of niggas. If I had a gun, if I could legally get away with it, I'd blast all their ass. Like I'm in Houston too. Like they discuss the shit out of me. Like where in Houston?
I'm in San Antonio. I was just in Houston.
Oh, girl, stay where you at. Don't come. But on that note, good night, y'all.
Good night.
All right. Good night.
There was a time when I was at the hospital and I came back and I was not feeling well. And there was this man there, a black man. He was admitted in the hospital, and the nurse came, was a white nurse. He came and told him that, please don't smoke, it's not good for you. And then he started screaming and shouting, it's because you think I'm black. And, I was so embarrassed. I was like, it's got nothing to you for you being black. They're just telling you for your own good.
Everything.
So they always want to blame everything on being black. I mean,
a bowl of good.
So, I'm gonna say this, y'all. And then I'm gonna go. So, what I just seen happen last year. So black women put themselves on the front line and pretty much let all them images of us being masculine and fighting for black men and stuff. Black men can't fight their own wars, so they pretty much using us to fight their own wars for them and start all these movements on their behalf because they can't do it themselves.
Bingo.
And now black women are being seen as not needing protection. We're not going to be protected in our community. Police presence is going to be less in the communities because that's what they're fighting for. So I just encourage black women to get out, move into safer neighborhoods. You're going to have to deal with some racism here and there, but do you want to deal with racism? These niggas shooting up the streets and, in dealing with racism from immigrants too. I'll tell you, do you want to deal with all that in one? You got to try to move to somewhere where you got to deal with less of it. You're not gonna, and then plus when you live in the neighborhoods where it's a, better well-off people, they don't really do all that shit. They don't really do all that, but you need to, I encourage Black women to get out, give your kids better. If you got kids, give your kids better. Take, use your education to get up out of here. What a lot of Black women like to do is they like to, get out of the hood and get all these good jobs. And then they want to take these niggas with them. They want to take these lowlifes with them and then complain about, oh, well, we can't get a good housing loan, or we can't get this or that because, he got a felony and he got this. Like, leave him alone. Like, look at Nicki Minaj. She got millions of dollars, and guess who she decides to have a kid with?
A fucking sex offender.
A sex offender. And the reality is, it's a lot of Black women doing that. And it's just disturbing. But y'all, I'm gonna go. It was nice talking to y'all, though. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, Nisha.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, hi, chat. Well, I just want to say, the mammies got what they asked for, right? So, instead of taking a bite of the crime, now they just taking a bite out of their asses now. So I hope they're happy. I really do hope they're happy. And they're still going to be out there protesting and all of that mess. So,
well, there was no cops around because you wanted the police to be defunded.
Exactly.
You almost lost your eyeball over it. And
exactly.
Those three guys, Nisha,
they're eating your flesh now. They're eating your flesh. So I don't know what else there is to, argue about.
If you read the article, Nisha, it says that wasn't the first time that they had done that. So they didn't get punished the first time they did it. And then you got us out here talking about get rid of the cops. Bitch, you're going to be wearing a patch next time.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. And there was one time I was on KSC. Can we mention other content creators or?
Yeah, I don't want to drag nobody.
Okay, no. I was listening to KSC, one of her lives one day, and she said, what is it going to take for Black women to get it? Are Black men going to have to start eating your flesh? And I thought about
heard her say that.
Did you hear her say that? And I was like, well, damn, I'll be damned. Now that's what they started to do. Eating your flesh in Texas. And it's getting scary out here because I live in the suburbs, but it's like the mammies now, I feel like I have a target on my back. When I'm just going certain places, I feel like it's an automatic target on my back. Like, no, I'm not. I don't believe in Black Lives Matter, none of that stuff, but it just, I don't know. It's just getting crazy out here. It really is.
The little bit of protection that we did have is slowly being peeled back because out of the horse's mouth said, hey, we don't need your protection and stop shooting Black men and just let us police our own communities. That's what they asked for. And like you said, they're getting exactly what they asked for. Yeah. And now bitches ain't got eyes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So
you can't even see what I'm saying, quote unquote, because you done lost the eye, mammy.
Right. And then you know what I bet, and I'm not trying to blame her, but I bet you she'll go right back to that same store again.
I'm not blaming her. She probably has no idea that communities like this exist. And that's my whole reason for being out here, because I'm recruiting. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm recruiting. I'm trying to snatch as many of them up as I can. Because it's embarrassing. If you look like a sitting duck and nobody gets punished for doing anything to you, then other people gonna jump in on that.
That's true. And it's just like with BLM, that's why I'm so against it, because they're trying to let everybody know, oh, it's just, everybody can just jump on Black women now. They don't even advocate. The only reason why they advocated for that, what's that young lady's name? The one that got shot in her home. They only advocated for her because people like us signed petitions and everything for them to get out there and, advocate for her. But other than that, if they didn't get a lot of pushback, it just still would have been about Black men and their lives. So I'm with I'm losing my train of thought. Go ahead and talk, girl.
they only advocated for Breonna because Black women started fussing, but they hadn't they didn't do it on their own. They only did it because Black women said, "Hey, something happened to a Black woman. You wanna say something?" And here's the tea, y'all. They're trying to impeach that attorney general that didn't, get the charges put on those cops. Guess who is asking for him to be impeached?
Oh Lord, don't say it.
Goddamn white man. 2 goddamn white men. Did you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They won't even sit in a safe booth and vote for you. The so-called racists are asking people to be punished for hurting you. But nobody wants to talk about that.
Right.
Stand up.
That's so scary.
Yeah, it is.
And I was gonna say too, I'm sorry. I was gonna say I'm with Pink Pill to the point where she says that BLM doesn't do anything for Black women. I'm gonna say something to get myself in trouble. Let me stop. Never mind. Because I have a lot to say, but I don't want to be disrespectful.
BLM was created by Black women, and now they only cape for Black men. And that's not the first time that's happened. The Black Panthers, that had something.
Oh, and the women were getting raped then too.
Yes,
they were getting raped, and most of them were screwing white women. They were screwing white women. All them Jane Fonda hoes, they were screwing too. But Black women, we still got out there and still advocated for them. So I just don't. I don't understand how we so fucking hard headed. Excuse me. I just don't get it.
We are hard headed, and after seeing this eyeball situation, do you know I saw some women in the comments blaming her for going? Yes.
Why did she go to that store? Or why? And then I heard one. Why didn't she just give up her number in the first place? I said, "You dirty bitch." It's bitches like you that get regular bitches like me caught up.
And listen, you don't owe them anything. You don't have to give them your number.
You just gave him your number. Excuse me. This is a free country. I don't have to do shit I don't want to do.
Girl, well,
especially trying to appease a nigger. I'm sorry.
If you anywhere near Blackistan, you off code if you're not, falling in line and massaging his non-existent ass ego. I don't
like
know
you say, giving him a mani and giving him a mani petty. Oh, and they doing that now too. You can't even go into the nail shop without seeing them in there getting their ashy ass feet done.
If I see one, I always get up and leave. I always get up and leave. I pay for my service and leave. I'm not getting ready to sit next to this dusty motherfucker. I came here to relax.
Girl, I seen one. His fat ass thighs right up sitting up in the chair. His fat ass thighs had nerve enough to have his feet up and have the lady doing his feet like, yes, I'm getting pampered, and had nerve enough to be looking at people like they crazy. Like, what are you doing here? And we're women. No, it's like, no, dude, what are you doing here?
Girl, one of them said that they had diabetes. Oh, I can't get my nails cut at home. Let me see if I can get my dusty impression on. But I can't let them cut my nails at home anywhere because I got diabetes, you know what I'm saying? So I got to cut. That's so fucking ridiculous. I'm like, where's the vomit bags, man? Because y'all need to throw him out of here. That's a space where I only want to see women, period.
Exactly. And you're not seeing that no more either. And the mammies are paying now to get their crusty dusty's feet done and all that. They're paying. They're actually pulling out their credit cards and their money, and they're paying for. She's getting her nails and feet done. He's getting his nails and feet done. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Is it like that in London, Mom?
Yes.
Is it?
No, it's not. These Black American men, they take it too far.
Oh my God.
No, they're not getting down like that here.
Yeah, I heard about London. London got it going on too over there too. I heard.
Yep.
And I heard they have the highest. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was saying I heard it. Is it true that they have the highest out of wedlock rate so far as like Black men, and white women? Like a lot of those mixed kids are in foster care.
Oh,
correct?
yep. Okay, because we're African, right? But because the Caribbeans, they came to the UK like way before us. Wow. All their men, all the Black men from all them Caribbean islands, majority, like 50%, all their kids are mixed. They just got all these white women pregnant.
But they were told as they came over, they were told to come and have as many white women pregnant as possible.
Kind of like payback because of slavery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They teach them to do that.
But there's a lot of mixed kids.
Wow.
And they're all messed up. Because colorism,
so they feel like having
everything.
sex, that's kind of the same thing here too. So they feel like having sex with white women, that's supposed to what?
Yeah, and they don't even look
better.
after their children. They don't even look after the kids, so they can have like 9 different women, and they don't even support them in any way.
Historically, women were the ones that tried to solve problems with sex. These dudes, these Dusties, throw their dick around for places to stay.
Sure
do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what? They tell them that they should come and not even work, just be on the system, get welfare.
Right.
What we call them income support. Yeah, so that you get from them and to get all what they got from you back in the past. But it doesn't work because like you're having now an educated children, and the cycle goes on.
Yeah.
Which is really, really bad. So there's so many children who are not educated, and then they're doing the blame game.
I've heard mammy say shit like, Dusties have the best peen. This is what I'm hearing from them. But here's the deal. If you was fucking for a couch and fucking for your next meal, yeah, you're gonna throw some pretty decent dick around. That's what's gonna happen.
It's true.
I heard one pro-black chick that wears this 13.
You cutting in and out.
It's cutting.
Could I say good night because it's really late here and I've got class tomorrow?
Okay, thank you so much. Make sure
next time. We love you. Keep on.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming up. Come up again.
I'm a soldier in your platoon.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
Yeah, you got us London people here. We're backing you, yeah.
Thank y'all so much.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah. Bye.
But like I was saying, mom is pretty dope. I like her. She is taking care of them girls and teaching them a better way. Love it. But yeah, the sex, quote unquote, is pretty damn good when you doing it for a purpose. They're trying to make sure that they're not homeless and make sure that you got some beanie weenies on the table for them. These are bums. Hi. I think you might be on the blade, Alma. Yeah, something's going on with her. But yeah, classically, bums will have some good penis. That is no reason to be with a goddamn Dusty, though. Okay? Because, honey, you can fuck yourself. Did I just say that on live? Yeah, you can fuck yourself. You don't have to get it from him. And as soon as he got some money, it's going to get a little bit worse, and a little bit worse, and a little bit worse because he's not fucking for that couch no more. Okay? Can you hear me? Alma, I think you got a little bit of technical difficulties, baby. All right, then. But yeah, it's embarrassing as fuck out here. And I'm going to need for anybody that's here within my earshot to knock it the fuck off. Every time they ask you what type of man you like, even if it is a black man, preserve your image and lie for a damn change. God damn, because they're not professing their shit for you. Point blank, period. They're not saying that they prefer you to nobody. Cut your device off, babe. Yeah, mama having issues. But you haven't been the preferred person for your preferred person yet. And if somebody want to jump in my inbox and show me a show that isn't scripted, where a Dusty said, you know what? I prefer black women. Always have, always will. Okay? If it's not scripted, on my next live, I promise you I will play that shit and we'll dissect it. Okay? I've never seen it. What's going on in the chat? She doesn't want him and not owe him a number. You damn right you don't owe anybody a number. You don't owe anybody. Luke Williams. Let me see what's going on with you, honey. Is that a troll? Let me make an announcement to any Dusties that's in my earshot too. Fuck each and every one of you. And if you come in here trolling, we're just gonna bounce you up out of here. This is not a mammy station. It's like a zero-sum game here. We hope something really, really not awesome happens to you. I'm not gonna say anything bad because I don't want my shit flagged, but you can walk the fuck off and we're gonna be all right. Can y'all hear me now?
Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear
I can
me?
hear you now. Yes.
All right. I'm African born and raised. I moved to London. I learned English. And now I live in Chicago. And let me tell you, it's the same thing all over the world. I worked for the UN.
Ahmad, you got to cut your other device off because it sounds like two people are talking.
All right. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I don't know what's going on, but I will say this. I'm African born. I lived in London. I worked for the UN. And now I live in Chicago. And let me tell you, it is the same fucking thing all over the bloody world. Do you realize right now in Mauritania and Northwest Africa, you can buy a Fulani girl as a slave for like 30 USD. My mom, who's a doctor, also for the UN, she's retired now, she got shot at in the Gambia when they were telling her, when she was doing a women's initiative in the village, telling don't circumcise your girls because it can cause death and all these problems and everything. And they shot at her. So, and let me tell you, in London, there's mixed babies all over the place in fostering care. It doesn't matter if they're Caribbean because there's a lot of African men that are doing that shit too, making babies and leaving them, having all these children. South London is full of white women, white, dusty, fat, out of shape, gross looking, wet dog smelling Beckies, British Becks, or as we say, Philippa, walking around with their little mismatch hybrid children. And they're all in council house, which in America they call the projects. And they're all under the dole, which in America they call public aid, welfare, EBT, Section 8. That's all here. It's all the same all over. And let me ask you a question. Where the fuck did all that Black Lives money go to? Did it help one Black woman? Because in Chicago, what I'm doing here in Chicago and Gary, Indiana, I renovate houses on the side. I buy and sell houses. People who know me on other platforms, they know what I do in Chicago. Every 5 houses I renovate, I give to a homeless woman who was a veteran, Black, with children. This is what I try to do as my way to pay it forward in this country that has been very good to me and has given me opportunity. And all the Black women that I know have been very, very good to me. So I feel like this is my way to pay it forward and to say, thank you, Black American women. When I came to this country, you embraced me, you took me in, you let me stay with you until I got on my feet, you gave me a little food to eat, you let me snatch up a piece of your floor while I was in college and getting my life together. You know, you were there for me when my children were born, you know, when I got married, you were there for me. So this is my way of paying it forward. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm just wondering, where the fuck did all that Black Lives Matter money go to? Did it help one black woman? Or are they just talking
You
about,
haven't
it's
answered.
racism, it's the white man? I don't have problems with white men. I just have problems with black men and sometimes white women with their microaggressions thinking that I want Tyrone. No, darling, you can have him. I will pack you a lunch and send you on your fucking way. You can have him. Why are you so worried about what I want or what's going on with me? Take care of you and Tyrone. And all the women that used to say, oh, they like us because we have our real hair. And I'm looking at me. If you look at my picture, I have nothing but hair. So I don't understand. There's a lot of black women with long hair. So I don't understand why. Oh, I have my real hair. So who cares? Nobody cares about these little pity Annie picayune bullshit. But where's all that Black Lives Matter? Money. Billions.
They won't answer.
Billions. What the
they
fuck
won't
did the
answer
money
to
go?
where
Who
it
did it
where
help?
it
Did
is.
it help one black person?
No.
No.
They won't answer to where it is, honestly. People have asked them where all the donations go and they don't answer. People have asked about where those donations for Black Lives Matter go, and they don't provide any information as to where it's going to. So to be honest with you, I can only think it goes to funds that help black men, because they won't answer black women when it comes to, the spreadsheet about where that fucking money goes. It is what it is. And I resent the fact that a black woman created that and it's not helping black women. As a matter of fact, I've seen several stories where Black Lives Matter marches, the black women end up getting fucked up. I forget that other lady's name, Toyin. I think she was African. She was murdered by a fellow Black Lives Matter person. Okay?
Brown ain't shit. Can you help me with the kids? Life's so hard.
Ahmad, you funny as hell, girl. But yeah, I'm gonna put the link back in the chat if anybody wants to come up. If not, I'm just gonna keep roasting and then I'm gonna get my ass from up here. Yes, it was Toyin. She was killed by Dusty Crusty motherfucker. Let me put your comment up there. That shit broke my heart. It broke my heart because she was very young and she just thought that she was doing what she should be doing for black women and black people. But that ended up what got her killed. So did anyone get arrested for that? I'm not sure anyone got arrested for that. The Atkins bar, I saw you trying to get up here, but it said that your device is not connected. So connect your device and you're more than welcome to get up here. Yes, Atkins, you can text me or inbox me, whatever you need to tell me. That's cool. And that goes for the rest of you. If you got something to say and that you're a little too shy to come up here, you can inbox it to me and we'll go over it on the next one. Hey, Anna, I didn't know you came through here. How are you? Yes, the guy was arrested for killing her and a white woman. Oh, he killed 2 people. Okay. So you weren't here earlier. The original topic was, why are y'all acting thirsty as fuck for Dusties when they're not reciprocating the energy for you? And that goes for anybody that's not reciprocating energy that you're putting off. You need to get rid of them. So I'm going to share my screen for those of you that did not see this bullshit.
setting my sights on the pay attention to him. Specifically what she says about black men when it comes to who they choose to marry. This way. And told that I needed a bone marrow transplant to save my life. It changed the way I saw people. And just the way I saw myself, I used it to be okay. Watch this. Because of his deal breaker around Caucasian women, many of our African American men have no interest in marrying an African American woman. I've never dated an African American woman. I prefer the person that I'm going to be for the rest of my life to not be my own race. Wow. Pretty much to stay outside of my race. Wow. Many of our That's surprising. Women want a husband married chocolate. But yet black women. Black men. Vicious. Anybody that is in there shot of a black male will tell you, I do not appreciate black women. I do not prefer black women. I do not want to marry one. I do not want, they don't want anything to do with you. Okay? Where those donations from Black Lives Matter go, and they don't provide any information as to where they're going. I think she in her own world. Anyway, I'm, like I said before, tired of y'all embarrassing me. Okay? Sitting up here, desiring and thirsting over non-building, non-family oriented piece of shit, dust bucket ass Negroes. Okay? I need it to stop, effective immediately, because it's a horrible, horrible look. Black males cannot speak for real men. They don't even like black males. They're just trying to keep up the calm. I agree. I would say, you know, what I'm really thinking, but I'm trying to be careful here. I'm trying to be careful here because a lot of times people are listening and they just listen to flag. I don't think that they're fully, can I say evolved? I don't think they're fully evolved, and that's why I can't keep up. I guess the StreamYard's acting a damn fool. I might come back later, y'all, because StreamYard's giving Alma problems, it's giving me problems. So I'm gonna call this a day unless somebody wants to come up and say something. If not, I'm gonna have to see y'all next time because StreamYards don't like me at this point. Can y'all hear me better now? Wonderful. They tried to shut a bitch up, probably because I'm sitting here telling y'all the truth. What I was saying while I was being broke up was stop thirsting after dusty, ashy, non-building, non-family oriented, subpar, subhuman dustpans. Now, I said that as clean as I could. If we was on a private stream, I'd be able to say what I really want to say. If that wasn't bad enough, imagine what I really want to say. Yeah, the niggers are dusting up the connection. Y'all meet me here next time, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later because it's screwing up. Bye.